Hi friends, what does it mean to make a given year the best year of your life? It seems to boil down to three main ideas. First one is it must be meaningful, which means that we spend time on topics that truly matter over a longer period of time. Second one, it must be balanced, which means that we don't screw up one area of our life as we focus on another one. And the third one gets very often forgotten. It means that the steps on the way are joyful and we don't only focus on the target to reach our goal, but we also really enjoy the process. In this video, I will walk you through a three-step simple approach which you can apply to plan the entire year. You can also start at any time during the year to plan the rest of the year. And this approach should help you to focus on what you want to achieve and get an overview and adjust as you go. The first step is the wheel of life. The principle is that you go through main components of your life and you do an inventory. The first category is health. It means physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. The second category is relationships. It's romance, family, and friends. And the third category is work. It is about mission, money, and growth. And the last one is the basis actually for the rest. It is joy. Now when you have these 10 components of your life, you rate on a scale from 1 to 10 if your actions in each of them right now are consistent with where you want to be. And you write down why you feel like that. For example, money. You might not be a millionaire or an owner of a business, but you might be 10 out of 10 in terms of alignment with your progress because the current situation fits your targets. Or let's take friends. I personally started cold swimming with friends a while ago. I engage a lot with the choir, I teach salsa, we meet friends in our free time, but I would like to do a little bit more like focused adventures or camps and trips together, like in 2-3 couples, and so yeah, that's why I would rate this area like 7 out of 10. So you can do all this exercise on paper. There are various templates out there. The classical template is actually a circle with colors, but Google Sheet for me works much better because I can put my comments in a structured way. It's also all in one place and I can iterate. It becomes like a working copy or a tool. If you want to use my Google Sheet template, there is a link in the description to download it absolutely for free. So in the Google Sheet, you can use the Paint Format button to color the cells to indicate your rating. And I like to write down why I feel like this particular rating, is it like high or low? And I also get quite many ideas on the way, so there is a column to dump these ideas as well. And you will see that some of the areas are lower than others. And this is great because this chart helps us to make this year as great as possible. And you can see very easily where you need to put your focus. Now, please pause the video and do this exercise. Download the template or take a piece of paper, but really, please do it right now. Now, when you have done the assessment exercise, mark 3 areas with lower score with a red color. So these 3 areas will most likely require more of your attention. And this entire exercise, the Google Sheet or your piece of paper, it's all about simplicity because we want to keep it lean and return to this exercise on a regular basis, recap where do we stand and how we want to adjust our path. Now, the second step, the 12-month celebration. So setting the goals is extremely important. There are a bunch of studies that show that people who set the goals and write them down perform much better and they're more productive and actually feel happier. So now for each of these areas, like imagine that you would sit down with your family and friends in 12 months and you will celebrate your achievement. It makes sense to brainstorm several ideas per category and choose what is the most important one. For categories where you already do very well, you may end up only with one goal and maybe a smaller goal. And for other areas where you need a stronger improvement, you might end up having 1, 2, or 3 goals. And please write them down, maybe in this Google Sheet template. It's really a key for success. For example, you might want to get a lot of muscles, get super lean, get a six-pack, run a marathon, be able to do 100 push-ups in a row. So altogether it's just a bit too much to celebrate after just 1 year. So it's better to pick one and have a better focus. And there is a little twist from Vicky Bush that you add at the end of each of your goals while enjoying each step along the way. So for example, I have read 1 book per month while enjoying each step along the way, or I met friends once a week while enjoying each step along the way. So this just adds the joyful component into the path of reaching your goals. You can do both of these steps using my template, which is absolutely free, and you can find the link in the description down below. I also recommend printing this Google Sheet at the end, as a piece of paper and hang it on the wall where you can see it very often. I use a whiteboard which is hanging next to me. So as you progress, you can paint complete goals with green color or update your Google Sheet and print it again. So visualizing progress just makes it a little bit more joyful because you see the results like coming in. And now the last step, the execution of these goals. Make time and space to work on your goals. You will realize that there are two types of goals. Those that require a daily or weekly effort, like for example reading 12 books per year, would rather be reasonable to read like a little bit every day or every second day instead of reading 12 books in late December. And the second category is like there are those goals which require an annual planning. For example, if you want to make 3 longer trips this year, or you would like to make a workout or meditation retreat, this would require careful planning. For this kind of planning, I like to use a Google Sheet with the entire year on one screen in one sheet. And what I usually put there are public holidays, the holidays of my child, the must-have dates during the year. Then I take a look when are the public holidays, and if they are in the middle of the week, we might take vacation days before or after, and like with only few vacation days spent, you get a longer vacation in one shot. Then I also plan longer weekends by taking like Friday or Monday off, like some business trips, then general bigger vacations, and also deadlines for canceling or renewing some contracts which you don't want to miss, for example healthcare or car insurance or alike. And also after all this exercise, like look at your calendar and see if you really have time for all these goals. So very often people realize that they don't have enough time to achieve all the goals, and that's completely fine. So you will just reiterate, adjust the goals, maybe reduce the scope and so on. That's life. This is how we plan and pursue our time, and it's better to iterate over that a couple of times to really settle on a plan which will be joyful, not overloaded, and where you can also reasonably achieve your goals. This annual view is also available in the same template that you can find in the description. Just copy it to your G Drive or download it as an Excel, and you can work through your wheel of life, then set the goals and do this annual planning, and ensure to bookmark this Google Sheet very prominently to work with it on a regular basis and review where are you standing. If you enjoyed this video and you want to know more about my specific methods for joyful progress, you're going to love the video on fast forward test that I will link here. And thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.